just to catch you up, we've updated the syllabus. Souls of Black Folk, you can read the saga of why that's not there in the announcement. The hands-on portion, we are going to get the Zotero, ScalarVUE, Slack, and the missing one here, GitHub. So this is now hidden. This assignment is canceled for the time being. We might come back to it later. So the first thing we did was get a Scalar account, and I will give you the URL for that. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Scalar. Oh, I've got to edit it. That's why. Okay. Scalar account. So http://UDIGIX.net. That's our site. That and Waynet. Scalar. Okay, so that'll open in a new window, create the link, and you will need the registration key the first time to get an account is UDIGIX is awesome. So let's save that and look at it. Actually, we don't need to save it. You'll get a page like this when you go to the link. The next thing, oh, okay. Actually, I have a video of that, so I'm gonna link to that video. Okay, so that's one. So now I'll get you started on GitHub. So GitHub is something that we misuse here. And this comes out of my background in the humanities, is that GitHub is a software development platform. It's made for coders, but they have this great thing called issues. And who doesn't have issues, especially the people in the humanities? So let's see. Oh, okay. So I have to switch organizations to Dahi, which no longer exists. And let's see, what are we looking for here? Oh, we don't have a project yet. Okay, but what you need to do is get an account and in GitHub. So I'll sign out and walk through that. Projects, sign out. So it's the usual. Microsoft bought GitHub, so I don't know what their privacy policy is now, but it used to be that they had very good privacy policy. So this is all open source code. Fill in, get an account. Once you get in an account, you want to follow me. So I will sign in. My username is RC Rath. So you want to go to GitHub, RC Rath. So that's part 2. Amanda, you got it?
I just finished setting up and I'm about to follow you, essentially is where I'm at.
Okay. So good. All right. So let me put in the links here. The Scalar tutorial. Okay.
Then what did you say your username was?
RC Rath. So Richard Cullen Rath, RC, R-A-T-H.
Got it.
And also you might want to find the organization DIGI as in digital, AH, DIGIAH.
DIGIH.
Okay. Do I need to explain how to follow?
There's a big button that says follow.
All right. Thank you for the tech support, Amanda.
Of course.
All right. Uh, okay, so that's GitHub. So what we'll use GitHub for, let me show you briefly, is I said everybody in the humanities has issues. So that's what we use that's what we use it for. So let me find a good one. Well, let's go to the Du Bois one. These are all the projects that got deleted, by the way, like just disappeared. And there we go, Souls of Black Folk. Okay, so basically this is our code repository. There's nothing in it except for a README file that says nothing very helpful. But what you've got are issues. So issues are where we do work on specific things. We'll do some of this through Slack, but if it's a problem that can't be solved basically right at that moment, if it's like a more difficult problem, you create an issue on GitHub under the appropriate topic. And you'll know what the appropriate topic is because we'll make it when we work on things. So that way, you just, so here we've got these three, one of which should be undelete site, but we did all this work. So, and you can see this isn't coding, it's proofreading and learning how to work inside of Scalar. So, you know, it's not coding at all. It's very simply a problem solving tool. Okay, so let's get back. So the next thing we've got is Slack. So Slack is kind of a weird creature. Better to just show it to you than try to explain it. So I'll need to send you all invites. So watch for the Slack invites. But what Slack is, so this is how we used it last year. This was the COVID project. And here's where we gathered. And as we needed it, we made all of these different channels to work on specific things. And basically, if you're there in real time, you can work on things with people synchronously. But if you're not there, you can catch up and find out what's going on because it keeps a thread of things. So I'll find like a particularly busy one. This one was busy in April. Okay, and you can tell who's on. Right now, I'm the only one on, so I'm lit up in green. But your names will appear here. And what I recommend is there's iOS and Android apps, so put it on your phone. And you can get to this through the web, and you can download the Slack app. So on your desktop, I strongly recommend that you access Slack through the application. So let's find that. Okay, so what I did, this is a Google trick, download Slack for Windows, and then this site with a colon and no space and the website address without the HTTP part, that's a secret magic trick. So you can find, it'll search only that site. So there we go, Windows downloads.
This is what I saw. Yes, I
Yeah.
said get it on Windows 10.
Okay, so that's what you want, and download it and install it. I've already got it downloaded and installed. So if you need it for Mac, just change that, and there you go. So you're getting Slack. You'll need an account. And then I'll invite you right now, just so that we're on target. So I'll do invite, UDIGIX invite people. Okay, so you should have an invite.
Okay.
I'm gonna move Slack back over. And then,
Join now. Okay.
all right, so join and sign in, and you should appear in who's here.
All right. I should be on there, I believe.
All right. Oh, there you are. Yes.
Cool.
Okay. To review, Slack is basically both real-time, synchronous, and asynchronous communication. It's really great for organizing in a very disorganized way. So, like, basically, you put up channels that people work on together, and then you just have at it till you get things done, and then you link to the things that you get done. It's pretty simple. It's very intuitive. You'll figure it out as soon as you get there. So that's Slack.
Is there a desktop app for Slack?
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Yes, and I strongly
guess-
recommend it.
Okay, awesome. I guess I've only ever known the phone version of it. Okay, awesome. Perfect. Thanks.
Hey, do you know what
Okay.
the workspace's Slack URL is?
Yeah. Just a second.
Okay.
That would be in Slack. Yes. So UDIGIX, invite people, create channel settings, tools, and udigix.slack.com.
Okay.
I think I can just post the invite, expires in 30 days. I think I can just, okay, so for Slack, I will put this link that expires into Moodle, and download and install Vue. Okay, so are you on Catalina?
I'm on whatever like the newest version. Yeah, Catalina.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna show you guys Vue, but this is another one. It's a 32-bit app. So I walk through how to get it on Catalina. It's clunky, but it works. And I'll do another video on that. This is the one you want. Okay, yeah. And basically you get the release, and he's made some basic fixes to the latest version of Vue that fix some like ongoing bugs that the developers there never fixed. So this is the site. I'm going to put it in while I have it. What Vue is a free-form mind mapping program. And you basically create nodes and edges. So nodes and edges together, or nodes and links, are what gets called in graph arithmetic, a branch of mathematics, that's called the graph. So you'll see what a graph is. It's basically like a family tree or a genealogy, that kind of thing. So nodes and branches. And the branches in the theory get called edges. So there's a node, there's another node, there's another node. You get those by hitting Control N. It's worth learning the shortcuts, and we'll link them together. And where things get cool is that you can add a URL. And click it, and it'll open a website. So there's Waynet, or you can have it open other view maps. You would like where you have a zoom function in something like Prezi. Here you would just make link to other map, and it's as simple as right-clicking and do image file. So I could link to an image, or I can link to another view file. Actually, I'll just link to another view file. So we'll just link to, yeah, sure, let's do that. Okay, so now you see it opens up a new view map. So you can build maps within maps within maps that way. It's actually very helpful. What I like about it is most of the mind map things make you define a central topic. You don't have to define a central topic here, and you can connect things back in feedback loops and do all sorts of things that you're not allowed to do in postmodern theory. You escape the arbor of the restraints of the tree and create a rhizome. And if you remember rhizomatic, that's what Vue allows you to do. So it looks very simple. I'll show you my my studio wiring setup, because my book isn't there. Just so you get an idea of the type of things you can do. And then you can zoom in on it. Okay, so like you can, like this just seems like gobbledygook because you don't know what it's for, but that's an idea. Like you can map out some pretty complex ideas. And then when you write them, it's actually you map a path through it in a linear fashion. You figure out what the best route is. And I find it's fantastic for developing complex ideas where the ideas kind of emerge when you're writing rather than ahead of time. It gives you a way, if you keep a view map going, it gives you a way of like basically navigating a path that you're making up as you go without
It's
getting
like Max for your brain.
more or less, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so Max is an audio and visual program that works on the same idea, except all these little things do stuff to the sound that you feed into it. The only thing I would say is that the signal flow is less restrained than Max.
Awesome.
It's sort of like, it seems like a half-finished program some days, but you can do some really incredible stuff with it. And the thing about it is that what's incredible isn't Vue, it's your thinking.